I played in a way that I actually would propose to play for new players. Now my plan is to just go out in front of my net and threaten move out, so you won't be that eager to harass my base. It shows that you can actually make a lot of mistakes and still be fine. And now we're gonna have a fight, which I will even lose. Hey guys, we finally hit TvZ on ladder, so I decided to actually play some standard bio in it. This Dirk was nearly 2000 MMR, I believe. And yeah, so I didn't go for my 111, which I like the most in this matchup, but I wanted to do some content for the YouTube specifically, so I just went standard bio. And I played in a way that I actually would propose to play for new players or like someone who is learning the matchup, because it's really straightforward. There is no any nuances to cutting STVs or remembering about something specific. You just constantly make your marines, STVs. You don't need a wall as well. It's not as powerful as those meta builds, of course, but you will see what I mean in a moment. So we go double scout. We didn't find our Zerk on the first try, so we go second depot, and I make it in my nut already. This could backfire. I would like to point this out that if he went for 9 pull, this supply would be terribly positioned, so don't do that. I kind of did it on autopilot. Your second depot should be in main and the third one should be in this position. Basically, the idea with this depot is that shrinks the entrance to your base, so your choke is much tighter. And now there will be something about this build which is different. Okay, so I went third depot there, as you can see. And I like this because, I mean, this build is not the best, I would like to emphasize that, but it's pretty good in the terms like of its simplicity, because you keep making marines, keep making STVs, you don't have to remember about anything else. So you go second barracks, now you go gas, academy, it's very straightforward. I decided to attack with my 4 marines, but you don't have to do that. I would even argue this is not like the best choice here, because it wasn't 10 racks, it wasn't like any accelerated push or anything like that. So it was objectively pretty bad, but I just wanted to try it. It's also because this Zerk wasn't like the highest MMR, so you can very often catch those people off guard. Like, I also like my kind of philosophy of playing the game is that if I play lower MMR player than me, I will very often play in some aggressive manner, because I feel like you can very often catch them off guard and things like that. Also, when you are playing aggressively, then their aggression is a little bit easier to defend and so on. Okay, so we did so many mistakes so far in this game that it's actually a very good example, because it isn't a perfect game, as usually in my case, I would like to say, because I'm not like a perfect gamer by any means. So I do a lot of mistakes, but I think actually making those is pretty good for educational content, because it's something you can also mimic, so it's not like it's impossible for you to copy or something. Okay, so we went second racks. Our eBay is already a little bit late, because we saw his lair going up before third minute. Our eBay is a little bit late or just on point, at least so I thought in the game. Now, as you can see, I went double scanners. I like to do it because it also keeps the game simple. You don't have to remember to put another scanner later or anything like that. You just put your scanner down now and you are done with it. By the way, I also didn't mention that, but I went the bunker. The moment I saw that he's gonna kill my marines, I made the bunker. But I would make it anyway. That's the point of this build. Like, you make the entrance tighter, then you add the bunker. You are immune to musclings pretty much in this case. And yeah. So now I go third racks. I add my turrets ASAP when I'm eBay is finished. I didn't even scan now. I should actually scan before doing that, because it could be lurkers, that's a possibility. But not many people go for them, I feel like. So it's kind of many people just do those turrets on autopilot, just like I did in this game. But you shouldn't do that. You should scan first. Now I scanned. The scanner was like technically too late, because my turrets are done, so I wouldn't be able to cancel them, but he went mutas, so that's fine. And the mutas were actually pretty late, because he had pretty good lair timing, but his mutas weren't the fastest. I don't know why he attacked this turret, that didn't make much sense. Now what I want to do, I actually also went factory before +1. It's preference, in my opinion, you can do whatever. Now my plan is to just go out in front of my net and threaten move out, so he won't be that eager to harass my base. I saw a drone coming out from the net towards the top, so I assume he wanted to make an expo. I steamed my marines and ran into the links, so to give him as little time as possible to react. to those marines. And now I add a little bit more turrets just to be safe. I need my second gas in a moment, but I first wanted to start my ports, so I go double port. I scan, I don't see any tech, I don't see anything, any Hydra or anything like that, so I just keep making marines going double ports. I wasn't entirely sure what he's doing still in this game. It can be like massing mutas, it can be Hydras in his main actually, because I saw creep, so he has third hatcher in his main. I know that. Now I'm on gas. It was a little bit late, but it's fine. It's nothing major. And now we just stand here and we fight his mutas. Every time he will go to our main or not, we go out. So now we kind of wait for his move. If he wants to fight those marines, then fine. I'm fine with that. I will fight him. If he wants to go into my main or to my nut, then I will move out. I should have STV right now, scouting the map. I will send it in a moment, because I want to find his hatchery, obviously. Yeah, so there is plenty of room for improvement in this game. It wasn't a perfect game by any means. But at the same time, I feel like this is a good example because of that. It shows that you can actually make a lot of mistakes and still be fine. I don't know what was that about, like, his mute account is not overwhelming to kill my marines here. It will never be. If you constantly make your marines from 3 Raxes, you would have to lose a lot to his micro to be overwhelmed by those mutas. So now when my science facility is already going up, I will add my barracks up to 6. 6 is like the standard number. You can go even 8. That would be fine as well. I wanted to make an eBay somewhere, but I didn't find the right spot, so I decided, okay, let me do it in a moment. It's also because I know I have this army over in the field. I don't want to completely lose track of it, because I will focus on this eBay. I will place it in a moment. So I made vessels, sci-fi, it's done. I started irradiate, and I have my barracks on 4, 5, and 6. So and marines on W. So I go 4W, 5W, 6W, and 3 of my marines are done in split second. This is how I macro all the time on those barracks. Like there. Did you see that? Just in a moment ago, I again made macro cycle from my keyboard. That's very important for you to learn. That's one of the most important skills for Terran, because you want to watch your army constantly. So making macro from hotkeys is extremely good. Okay, there is a second eBay. We keep making supplies. And yeah, we are slowly progressing forward. Look how I actually am not moving that fast on the map. The more marines I have, the more confident I feel going forward. I scan again. Now my 2 irradiates are done, so I will irradiate those mutas in a moment. And now we're gonna have a fight. Which I will even lose, but the trade was great for me anyway. You should look at every fight, not only if you won it or not, but first of all, whether the trade was good for you or not, because usually you have more units waiting. So if the trade was good, then you can just reinforce or make another move out / attack and keep pressuring him. So those mutas were very expensive for him to lose. Still no hive, which means we are in great position. So we just have to make our upgrades and keep making marines and vessels, and we should be completely fine. Now we can use one of our irradiates. So he thought that he has some kind of tempo there and he can attack us, but not really. I don't even care whether he's attacking my natural right now. I just go move out. I know if I move out, that he cannot do anything about it. 24 marines already with 2 vessels with irradiates. Or 1, I guess, because I used 1, but anyway. It is gonna be extremely hard for him to stop. Like, those mutas have to demolish every fight to fight with marines if you go into mass muta, but he really didn't demolish me, he just traded. Yeah, so we just walk into the sunken and he has not enough mutas. He wanted to make a switch, but he didn't manage to do that. Okay, so thanks for watching. Remember that you can join my Discord. You can post your replays and I will maybe review them. Depends on the demand and amount of replays for people, but currently there is not a lot, so there is high chance that I will review a replay if you post it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.